So the last time where I did a Skylander challenge was 1 year ago, and I think now it's time to do a new one. But this time I wanted something different. I wanted something harder and not just a new nuzlock again. So I fought for hours for the perfect Skylander challenge, and in the end I created the perfect challenge. Well, Reddit helped a little bit. But now seriously... wait. I need some serious music first. That's better. But for real now, I asked Reddit for some ideas, and the people on Reddit had a lot of really great ideas. For real, I loved every single idea, all of them were amazing. But there was one idea that I loved a little bit more, and this is the idea that I'm gonna do in this video. And this is how this challenge will work. I have to spin this wheel 8 times, 1 time for each element. In this case I now got Gill Grunt, that means Gill Grunt will be my water Skylander. So now I have to delete the other 3 water Skylanders from this wheel, because the water Skylander is already decided. And now I spin the wheel again to get my next element, and so on until all 8 elements are filled. So the wheel has spoken, and the 8 Skylanders that I can use for this challenge are Gill Grunt, Whirlwind, Ghost Roaster, Wrecking Ball, Sunburn, Drill Sergeant, Prison Break and Stealth Elf. With the help of those 8 Skylanders I have to beat the entire game, and obviously when one dies I can't use him anymore for the entire run. And that's not everything. The Skylanders that will survive this run are the same Skylanders for the Giants run. Because this video is only part 1 of the entire challenge. This video is about SSA. And as I just said it, the Skylanders that survive SSA will be the Skylanders for the Giants run. And the Skylanders who survive Giants will then be the Skylanders for Swap Force. And so on until I beat Imaginators. So this video is only part 1, part 2 will be about Giants, part 3 about Swap Force, part 4 about Trap Team and so on. And obviously there are more rules to make it even harder. The first rule is I have to play every single game on Nightmare mode, the only exception being SSA. Second, I have to include every single adventure pack. And the third rule, I am allowed to switch Skylanders, but only when there's not a single enemy nearby. So those were all the rules, and after just 2 minutes of talking I can finally start the game. I think that I don't have to explain the story of this amazing game, but for the few people that haven't played this game, first, why have you played this amazing game? And second, I'm gonna explain the story really briefly. So there are the good guys called the Skylanders, and there's the bad guy called Chaos! 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 Destroyed the core of light and now I have to rebuild it.
What? My head is awesome, I tell you! Fear it! Fear my giant floating head!
Sorry, I just had to include this line, but now for real, the gameplay.
Wowzers, look at all these balloons leaving. Parking's gonna be a snap.
They're not just leaving, they're evacuating. Something is terribly wrong.
So the very first level, Shattered Island. So now it's time to choose my very first Skylander for this run. And I chose... I picked Wrecking Ball because from the 8 Skylanders I can use, Wrecking Ball is probably the one that I played the least. And also because Shattered Island is a great level, but it's not a hard level. I had to solve some puzzles, fight against some chompies, and that already was the level. Chapter 2 is like Chapter 1, a really good level, but not a hard level. I had to solve some puzzles, I had to kill some drows, and that already was this level. In the end I rescued Kelly, and personally I like Tessa a little bit more than Kelly, but Kelly is still fine, I still really like her. Chapter 3 is all about the elite airship from the drows. Do you see the propeller? I need that thing. And how do I get the propeller? It's pretty simple. I only have to shoot down some innocent drows. Couldn't you just ask them if you can borrow it?
Och nee, lass mal. Bin da nicht so für. Wir sind nicht so.
You just heard my German fella, so now it's time for some mass genocide. And that was the third level of the game. So chapter 4, and in chapter 4 I get the Eternal Air Source, one of the key components of the Core of Light. And where is the Eternal Air Source? The Eternal Air Source is obviously in the castle right there. What, you can't see a castle right now? Maybe because there's a huge hurricane in the way. But that's not a problem, I only have to activate those 3 pillars. And there it is, the Eternal Air Source. I then had to fight my way through the castle, but this is SA, so it's not that hard. I then got to the top of this castle, and here was a huge battle against the drones, but I just said it, this is SA, so it's not that hard. And after I won the battle, I collected the Eternal Air Source.
Well done, young Portal Master. Your retrieval of the Eternal Air Source has summoned me back to these ruins. There is strong magic in this place, and by its power, the Eternal Sources know how to combine with the ancient machinery of this island to recreate the Core of Light.
I just love those cutscenes. Anyway, after that I got to the beach and here I met Gurgelfin. And after I rescued Gurgelfin, he told me that his people need help. So obviously, because I'm the good guy, I have to help him. Chapter 5 is one giant rescue mission. I have to run around this factory and in total rescue 5 people. And this level is gonna be super hard because this factory is guarded by trolls and trolls are strong enemies. Yep, they're really strong.
That was great! Especially for a landlubber. You saved us all. Thank you.
So Wrecking Ball did a good job in the last 5 levels, but I think it's time for a new Skylander. And I chose... Gilgrunt. Why did I choose Gilgrunt? I don't know, I kinda have the feeling that we're gonna need a ranged Skylander soon. So, the Dark Water Cove. The theme of this level are pirates. So the enemies are obviously pirates. Yep, this is gonna be a hard level. In this level you have to fight your way through this pirate island, and after you did that you get to this area. And by the way, this is the thing that I need. And now I only have to escape from this island. Give me a minute.
Behold the twin spouts of Osha Major Minor, forged from the scales of the Leviathan.
So I now got pipes, but I don't have any water right now. Hugo, any ideas?
Now that the twin spouts of Osha Major Minor are in place, we can talk about the eternal water source.
Yep, that sounds like a plan.
Why do I think there's a big but in all of this?
But I've also heard rumors of a giant fish that lives in those waters. It's said that he eats whole villages. The locals call him Leviathan.
Hugo, a Leviathan is not a problem. I just enter my sea mob and everything is fine. Yep, I definitely played too much Subnautica.
So, you ready to go and get savagely eaten by a giant fish? Find the eternal water source? I hate this park.
So the Leviathan Lagoon. In this level you have to find 4 statues. And those statues you have to bring to this shrine. Once you did that, the eternal water source will appear and that's over the level. And there it is, the eternal water source. Now I only have to pick it up. What can go wrong?
Well, well, well. Look what we have here. A stupid Skylander and Eon's Portal Master Apprentice. Ha!
And now there is the first elemental boss fight against Chaos. This is gonna be fun.
My minions! My beautiful minions! Fine! Take it! Take the eternal water source, fool! For God's sake, turn this off!
So I now got 2 out of the 8 eternal sources, so only 6 more and the Core of Light is rebuilt.
Now that was unexpected.
Good morning, Skylands! Feeling sort of. I've been stuck in pressure. Add some heat. Now just shift it around with a touch of elbow grease and presto! What?
Thank goodness you aren't Cyclopses. Wait, you aren't Cyclopses, are you?
Then now it's time to follow a complete stranger that I just met to an unknown castle.
Right, let's go! Ahem. Other way? Ah, of course it is. I must say...
So, Chapter 8, the Crystal Eye Castle, my favorite level from the entire game.
Oh yes, one more thing. This one is very important. Once you get past the gate.
Is that theme dead since 2016? Yes. Did it took 20 minutes to make that edit? Yes. Was it worth it? Absolutely. But now seriously, in this level you have to destroy 2 towers, and after you did that, the main gate will open. And after the main gate is open, you can enter the final tower. In the final tower is then enter the battle, and after you won the fight, you get the Crystal Eye. So now it's time for the Eternal Earth Source, and this should be a piece of cake.
Help! It's the Eternal Earth Source. It's become a hideous, horrific, terrible monster.
So Chapter 9 Stone Town, in this level really nothing happens, you only go from A to B.
The very foundation of all Skylanders.
Sunlight feels so good on my leaves, and the water so delicious, and the earth is just right. Thank you for reviving me. I am Arbo, son of Barbo, child of Larbo, spawn of...
Ah, it talks! It talks!
So it looks like that my next target is the Eternal Life Source. So Chapter 10, I'm a huge fan of this level, I really like this level, but again it's not a hard level, so nothing interesting happens.
Hey, that's pretty good.
He's just standing there, menacingly!
And that already was Chapter 10. So another 5 levels have passed, and I think it's time for a new Skylander, and this time I chose...
Now you see? Now you don't.
I choose Death Oak, my favorite Skylander from the entire franchise.
An acorn? I knew it! Cursed, miserable, deceitful trees! They're hiding my acorn!
Chaos, shut up. So, Chapter 11, Falling Forest. In this level you have to stop the trolls from cutting down the forest. And how do you stop the trolls? It's pretty simple. You just get some rockets and then you have to blow out the machine.
You again, foolish portal master imposter. Wait, portal imposter. Yes, I like the sound of that.
Ah, Chaos, I haven't seen you in a while.
Time to branch out! I want to move!
Fine. Take the eternal light source. You'll never get to use it. You just better watch your back, because I'll be watching you too. Unless you're coming towards me, then I'll be watching your front. Either way, you'll be watched. By me!
Lies within.
Chapter 12 is all about the troll warehouse. At this level you have to find 4 pieces of a map, and after you collect the last piece, the level is over. Chapter 13 is all about the goo factories from Chaos. First you have to fight your way through the enemies, and once you did that you have to take over all goo factories, and after you did that the level ends. Chapter 14 was exactly like the last level. You only have to fight your way through a bunch of enemies, and in the end you go to this area. There was a little boss fight against this troll tank, and that was the level. I got back to the beach and here I met T-Bone, so I guess the next levels will take place in the underworld. So the 3 undead levels, and I'm absolutely not a fan of those levels. I don't hate them, but I also really don't love them. In my opinion, those 3 levels are the worst levels in the entire game. The music is boring, the enemies are boring, the gameplay itself is boring, so I'm just gonna skip through those 3 levels. So in this level you only have to fight against some Spartans, and after you did that for like 5 minutes, the level is already over. So again, 5 levels have passed and I think it's time for a new Skylander, and I chose... I chose Whirlwind. Why Whirlwind? I don't know. I know, I just said that I don't like those 3 levels, but there's one thing that I really like about those levels.
Just be sure you don't run too far ahead, or else we might get separated.
It's T-Bone. I love T-Bone. This level is a little bit more interesting than the last level because of those guys. Those guys can only be damaged by fire. When you don't have a fire Skylander, those guys are invincible. So you are maybe asking yourself right now, why did I pick Whirlwind, an air Skylander, and not Sunburn, a fire Skylander? Because this video is supposed to be a challenge video, and so far every single level wasn't a challenge. So maybe some invincible enemies that I can't kill are a nice change. Nope, it's still too easy.
And don't worry, I'll be right behind you. And by that I mean right here. Good luck!
Thanks D-Bot, I absolutely need that for the end of this level. So in this level you only have to fight your way through the creepy Cinderella. This should be easy, right? So right there is probably one of the hardest fights in the entire game, the Undead Chaos fight. And I know I can't beat this fight without losing Whirlwind, so I'm gonna switch Whirlwind to Skill Grunt.
Well. I guess you thought you were just going to walk in here and take the eternal undead source, eh? Well, you thought wrong!
Then now the fight against Chaos Undead Minions. Probably the second hardest fight in the entire game.
I summon my evil undead spell of destruction! Impossible! Take the eternal undead source, but I promise you, soon you will regret this!
I don't know how, but I managed to beat this fight without losing a single Skylander.
Add its power to the core of light.
Did you say there's a train? Right there behind you. Oh, that explains the tracks. I'm not sure how I could have missed that.
It couldn't possibly be because he's blind as a bat, could it? That's right. Boom!
So I only need two more sources, the Eternal Fire source and the Eternal Magic source, but there are still some Skylanders that I haven't used a single time in the entire run. So I think it's time to change my Skylander again.
Im Namen der Deutschen Bahn begrüße ich alle zugestiegenen Fahrgäste hier im ICE nach Karlsruhe. Bitte beachten Sie mit Abfahrt im Bahnhof.
Chapter 18 is exactly like Chapter 5, a huge rescue mission. But this time not on an island, this time in a mine.
You did it! You saved the miners!
I then had to push sticks to safety, and that already was this level. Chapter 19 is again a really good level, but it's not hard, so this should be easy. Never mind, I almost lost sunburn, but I managed to kill every single enemy in the area, so I'm allowed to switch to a different Skylander. And I chose... I choose Drill Sergeant, and with the help of Drill Sergeant, the rest of the level wasn't a problem. So, now I only have to collect the Eternal Fire Source.
Oh no! I don't know how you did it before, but not this time! The Eternal Fire Source is mine, I tell you! Mine! Even in the mine! And just to make sure it stays that way, my pyro archers on hand to send you to your flamey doom!
In the line of fire!
Here we go again. Chapter 20 is all about the Quicksilver, and after just 4 minutes I already acquired the Quicksilver without any problems.
At last, it is time. After untold ages of darkness, light.
I can't be the only one who absolutely loves this scene. I'm a huge fan of this level, but like the other levels, it's not a hard level. I had to fight some enemies, I almost died in a robot fight, and then I already got the Eternal Magic Source.
Portal Master, you have retrieved the final element, the very essence of Skylanders, the Eternal Magic Source. The call of light is reborn. Go forth and find the entrance to Chaos's castle. It is there you will meet your destiny. Good luck, Portal Master.
Eon, I'm a professional. So the Core of Light is rebuilt and now I only have to stop Chaos. But before I can beat Chaos, I have to beat all of his minions first. So I'm gonna do that real quick. So it's now time to finally face Chaos, but I won't do that with Whirlwind, I'm gonna do it with... I'm gonna do it with Stealth Elf.
Apprentice! You've played right into my hands! So what if you've managed to survive and take all of the eternal sources? Big deal! If you restored the so-called Core of Light, it's all for nothing! Because now you have followed me into my realm, and here I am, all-powerful, and you are nothing!
And now the final boss fight against Chaos. And in my opinion, this is not the best Chaos fight, but it's also the worst, so it's okay.
Destroyed the Core of Light, and will do so again. Meet the beast that sent Eon to his well-deserved bodiless oblivion! Meet my Hydra! Understand it! Don't you know who I am? Haven't you heard that it's a bad idea to mess with Chaos? All I need is my High Dragon to defeat you, fool. That and my super strong, ultra-destructive, all-powerful mechanical suit, that is! Over? Ha! You think wrong! In fact, I think you think that I cannot win! I assure you I can! There will come another day. Oh, not now, maybe, but soon. And we will meet again. And on that day, I, Chaos, will introduce you to your sweet, sweet oblivion!
So and that now was the main story of SSA, and I didn't lose a single Skylander. But in the intro I said I will also cover the 4 adventure packs, so now I will do that. But because this video is already longer than it was supposed to be, I'm gonna do it really briefly. Empires of Ice and Pirate Seas I both did with Ghost Roaster, and Ghost Roaster survived both levels. And the Darklight Crypt and Dragon's Peak I both did with Prison Break, and Prison Break also survived both levels. And now the conclusion of this run. In total I didn't lose a single Skylander, that means all 8 Skylanders from this run will be transferred to the Giants run. And to be honest, I wouldn't say this run was a challenge. I would say this run only was practice run for the real challenge starting in Giants. Then yeah, I don't have anything more to say. Thank you for watching, and it was a lot of fun making this video, because I love Skylanders. One more thing, if you have any idea how to make this challenge even harder, write the idea into the comments, and then I can pick the best ideas and maybe add them for the Giants run, for the Swap Force run, and so on. Like, I don't know, I'm not allowed to swap my swappers in the Swap Force run, or the only villain in Trapty that I can use is Rage Mage. I don't know, just some ideas. But now for real, I don't have anything more to say. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in like 5 or 6 weeks when the Giants video is done.